Top 20 Best Upcoming Third-Person Single-Player Games of 2025 and Beyond. If you like games with a good gameplay and a good story, this is a video that you gotta watch. Hope you like it. Click in the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you and let's go.
Are you real? More real than you, I'm afraid.
It's insane, what a trip.
It's not a trip, it's reality. Your new reality. Are we brothers or something? We have... Where's the captain? I told you, everyone died.
Oh, this is insane, what...
The Alters is a sort of survival game, and it's set in an unusual planet. You play as a space miner, who are alone in this planet, but create different versions of himself to help him in the survival. All that sounds unique and curious, but that's just one reason why this game looks so riveting. The main structure of the game shall envelope exploration, mining, building, and also a sort of managing, as we'll build and control the whole base. It even reminded me of Fallout Shelter when I first saw. As a fan of Death Stranding, and also of Fallout Shelter, I must say that I'm looking forward to play this game. And the game is being developed by 11-bit studios, but we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025 to finally see the full version of it. And it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Brought me with, Matt. No, you're not hallucinating. We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear. Now, every Ronin here is after you.
Ghost of Yori is the sequel of the acclaimed game Ghost of Tsushima, and now we're going to play an adventure set over 300 years later. The game is being developed by Sucker Punch Productions, and the players will explore the lands and the surroundings of Yori, and we'll see different types of environments through the game, since overgrown areas, to cold and snowy places, all that set in the year 1603, with amazing graphics and a huge open world to explore. The first game was really beautiful, so I believe this one will be even more, but to see it we'll need to wait until some moment of 2025, and it's coming out for PlayStation 5.
All I have ever known in my life, I will end. Name of unification.
You are still a frog in a well, who knows nothing of the sea. The oceans...
Assassin's Creed Shadows is the first game of the series that will be set in Japan. We'll be able to explore the areas in two different ways, or better, with two different characters, Naoi and Yasuke, which one of them with different mechanics and possibilities, which will make the gameplay of each one really unique, and the game is being developed by Ubisoft. This is going to be a RPG Assassin's Creed, in the style of the last ones, with a lot of possibilities, weapons, quests and side quests, so it'll be massive, and the game is coming out in March 20th, 2025, to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows.
I said... We are the shadows.
That served the light.
Doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich. Okay. Let's do it.
Fable is the returning of the famous RPG series from Xbox Games. The new game will be a sort of reboot, but with the same style and personality, and it's being developed by Playground Games, the studio of Forza Horizon. Fable is going to be set in a fantasy world filled with different creatures from fairy tales, set in a third-person camera, with different gameplay styles. It's a game that your choices changes the events and story of the game. You can be a hero, or a villain, like the classic games. If you played the original Fable series, I think you are at least curious about this one, so know that it's coming out in some moment of 2026 to Xbox Series X and S and Windows. PS5 may be confirmed in the future.
Not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death.
Tony Hawk 3+4 will be the remaster of the classic and beloved original games. The remaster of 1 and 2 was released already, and now we'll have the remastered version of these two other games from this awesome series. The remaster is being developed by the studio Iron Galaxy Studios and is coming out still in 2025, July 11, 2025, and it'll be available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, Nintendo Switch, and Windows, and it'll be available day one on Xbox Game Pass. The series is especially known for being an insane arcade skate experience with insane tricks and maneuvers, awesome soundtracks, and a fluid gameplay style, so I'm really looking forward to play this game.
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot.
Mind's Eye is a new story game developed by an old Rockstar Games president, Leslie Benzies, so the hype about this game is real, especially cause we can see some features and stuff that remind us of GTA series, like the camera, gameplay, driving and shooting, and more. The studio developed and is Build a Rocket Boy, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and maybe we'll see it still in 2025. The game will be set in a futurist version of America, with nice graphics, a good gameplay, and a story that seems to be interesting, so I'm really looking forward to see more and play this game.
Remember this. DS! Showtime!
I have these gaps. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. Wait for me! I'll cover you. All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding?
A powerful being falls from the sky.
Lost Soul Aside is a new hack-and-slash game with a fast-paced gameplay inspired in Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy XV, and the game is being developed by the studio Ulti-Zero Games.
Is this really just a dream?
It's being developed in Unreal Engine, and in the gameplays and trailers it looks really interesting, with a fast and unique combat system, with good mechanics, great enemies and bosses. So if you like hack and slash games, you should keep an eye out for it.
I see great power within you, a destiny.
The game is coming out in May 30th, 2025, and is coming out to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
The blade in your hand. You never wanted to be a hero, but for humanity.
Stars. Feuds. I have seen the miracles you so claim. Until the towering shadows vanished into the mist.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles, rain fire!
Ballad of Anthura is an upcoming fantasy action RPG set in a fanciful and magical world with a fast-paced and fluid combat style, and it's being developed by Tipsworks Studio. Embark on a perilous journey, seek out colossal divine creatures and recover lost and distorted essences, set in a sort of open land, with challenging enemies and powerful bosses. The game will be a single player, but you can also play in co-op, so for those who likes to play with friends, this one looks very good, and it's coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Windows.
Fall into your treacherous hands.
Wayward emissaries, grant us the forgotten miracles, rain fire from
Desolate land needs a sprinkle of madness.
Remember, no matter what happens,
Chronos: The New Dawn is a new survival horror developed by the studio Bloober Team. If you don't know, it's the studio that developed the remake of the beloved Silent Hill 2, and they did a great job there. So I'm curious to see the final version of the game. Some things that are extremely important in a survival horror game are visuals of enemies and environments, gameplay, immersion, a good combat, in case the game got a combat system, and a good story. And this game seems to have all of these things. Of course we'll need to see it for real to really know how it's going to be, but it looks good in the trailer. And the story will be immersive and with time travel features, what's always complex to do, so I'm curious. And it's coming out in 2025 to Xbox Series XS, PS5, and Windows.
Havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of
Ninja Gaiden 4 is the returning of an old and acclaimed hack-and-slash series. The new game is being developed by the studios Platinum Games, Team Ninja, and Koei Tecmo Games, and promises to be the great returning of the series. That also received a version black to Ninja Gaiden 2 in the same day it was announced. And there's also a new 2D game coming out that looks sick. In the new game we'll play as the classic Ryu Hayabusa, but also a new character, with technological gadgets and a whole new style of combat. So I must say that it really got my attention. And it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows in some moment of 2025, and day one on Xbox Game Pass.
plotting. It ends here. So you've come, Raven.
The Sinking City 2 is a new survival horror game set in a world inspired in the pieces of H.P. Lovecraft. The game is being developed by the studio Frogwares. It's being developed for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC, and there's no release date yet, but maybe 2025 or 2026. Experience a heart-pounding survival horror as you explore the flooded city of Arkham and fight eldritch monsters beyond human comprehension. All that with insane realistic graphics made in Unreal Engine 5, with impressive visual and immersion. So if you are a fan of horror games, this is one that you need to keep an eye out for.
Due to recent flooding and pandemic, access to all external areas is restricted abnormal. Your safety in this new world is our absolute priority.
You never know you are a monster until someone comes to slay you. Clear. The gift changes you, slowly consuming every little part of your humanity.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is a new Souls-like game with impressive scenarios and graphics, and the game is being developed by a studio called Lindsay. For the people who likes action RPG, we'll be looking forward to this new one. The game is set in the land of Shu during the dark and tumultuous late Ming dynasty, with humans fighting for power and insane creatures. It all looks really promising, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC in some moment of 2025.
Just run away.
Phantom Blade Zero is a new fast-paced action RPG game, and all the videos and gameplays of the game looks absolutely mind-blowing, and it's being developed by the Studio S game. In the Phantom Blade we see some inspirations in the Souls-like style, since the gameplay style, to the boss fights, but the game won't be exactly a Souls-like game. The graphics looks really awesome, and will surely be a great game when it's released. We still don't know when the game is coming out, but in a new trailer they said that the release date is going to be announced in 2025, so I believe the game is coming out in 2026 or later, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5 and Windows.
Everyone wears a mask! You too!
This is a real face!
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Let's see your best then, eh?
Onimusha Way of the Sword is the new game of a classic and acclaimed series. It's a hack-and-slash game with some RPG mechanics. The old ones are really good and immersive, with an interesting and unique story and storytelling. The game is being developed by Capcom, and it'll be set in a medieval Japan, mixing reality with fantasy, with a fast and stylish combat style. And if you didn't know the series, I recommend you to play the classic games. They're really good even to this day. I'm looking forward to play this new game of the series. And the game looks so beautiful. Look at these graphics, bro. Insane. And it's coming out in 2026. To PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
And you can bring as many friends as you want.
Let's see your best then, eh?
Swordplay is a game.
Not good.
No one knows how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled.
Tides of Annihilation is a new hack-and-slash game coming out probably in 2026. The game features an absurd of beautiful visual and graphics, and for the ones that likes fast action-adventure game, this one looks sick, with a fast and fluid gameplay, and a combat that makes me wanna play it already. So I'm really excited about this one. The game is being developed by the studio Eclipse Glow Games, and is simply a kinda game when I see I want to play already. It kinda resembles Final Fantasy 15 in some aspects of gameplay, what's really good for me. And if you want to play it too, know that it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC, with no release date yet, probably 2026.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king.
You gave us quite the chase, young.
Please, sir. She's just a child.
The Blood of the Dawnwalker is the new game by the director of The Witcher 3. He left CD Projekt Red and is now creating a whole new game. The new studio is Rebel Wolves. They promises to develop a AA game with the quality of a AAA. If you don't know, that's about how much money will be used in the development. And let's be honest, he knows how to make games. It will be set in immersive open world filled with vampires, and in some moment, the protagonist will be also a half vampire, what makes it even more interesting. The gameplay will be fluid and with a lot of possibilities, and like The Witcher, you choose the destiny of the world by your decisions, what is always interesting when you want to replay the game. It's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows, with no release date yet. Crimson Desert is a new massive open-world RPG. The game is being developed by Pearl Abyss Studio, from the same creators of the MMO Black Desert. As you can see, the game is going to be a huge open-world game, filled with a lot of different mechanics. Mechanics that we see in other games too, but looks insane in this one.
To nothingness. We seek to correct it.
For those who enjoy games like Assassin's Creed, The Witcher, or even Zelda, I think you are going to enjoy this one, and it's coming out to PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC in 2025.
For those who have survived, and for those who will live on, this is our mission.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam, and to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the
Death Stranding 2 is the sequel of the first Death Stranding, a very original game by the way. The game is obviously being developed by Kojima Studios, so prepare for a crazy and immersive story. The core of the game will be almost the same for what we know, but we'll obviously see some new features. After connecting everyone in the first game, we'll see the consequences of this deed in this game, and also explore a whole new area as we deliver and connect other people. The first game was once an exclusive of PS4, but today we can also play on Xbox Series or PC, as it's now a Kojima's game, and not Sony's anymore. Death Stranding 2 is coming in June 26, 2025, only on PlayStation 5, but I believe it's going to be released on PC and Xbox in the future.
A world divided, made whole. With a few... The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent.
And kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Ye fill out your destiny. Forgive me.
The Witcher 4 is finally the new adventure of this beloved series. The game is being developed by the studio CD Projekt Red, just like the other games of the series, and is coming out probably in 2026 or later to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. The series is known for being an extremely immersive and massive RPG series, with hours and hours of content with a lot of quality. This new experience will be set after The Witcher 3, but the difference here is that the protagonist won't be Geralt anymore, but Ciri, an important character of the third game.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
GTA 6 is simply the most anticipated game ever, and the game will take control of two different characters, Jason and Lucia, and once again we'll be able to explore the iconic Vice City. The game is being developed by Rockstar Games, probably the most beloved video game studio nowadays. This is going to be a whole new GTA game after more than 10 years. The last one was GTA 5, 2 generations ago, so this one promises to be a masterpiece in a matter of possibilities and freedom. The game is coming out still in 2025, according to Rockstar Games, and the game is coming out to PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. PC version shall be coming out about 1 year later.
Well, look, through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
Far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
How can it be winter all of a sudden? I'm sorry. You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker.
Lies of P Overture is a DLC to the game Lies of P. That's an excellent Souls-like game set in a dark version of the universe of Pinocchio. The original game features a good gameplay and insane boss fights, so if you like Souls-like games you should play it, and the DLC will bring a new part to the story, with new stages, new weapons, new enemies, and of course, new bosses. The game is being developed by the studio Neowiz, a studio that delivered an insane game with the original Lies of P, so I'm really curious to see this DLC, and it's coming out to Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, Windows and Mac, in summer of 2025.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
A little help here. Look out! Up you go. Are you doing?
Pragmata is a curious upcoming game. It promises to be a game with an immersive story and universe, with beautiful and realistic graphics and a unique style. The game is being developed by Capcom and was supposed to be released some years ago already, but was postponed and now we have no idea when it's really coming out. But it'll be released on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC.
Still got a ways to go.
The first Berserker Kazan is another fast-paced action RPG game, also with a Souls-like approach. The game is being developed by the studio Neeple, and looks insane. The gameplay will be fast and brutal, and you'll face different types of enemies, humans, or creatures, and also those insane bosses that we see in other Souls-like games. But be aware, cause it looks very hard. For the lovers of action RPG games, know that it's coming out in March 27, 2025, to PlayStation 5, PC and Xbox Series X and S. This is the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Click on the like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you, and so long.